Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, we ask you to subscribe and help this channel grow as we seek to reach the mark of 1,000 subscribers. But for now, we appreciate all those who have subscribed so far and all who have been sharing and liking the content. And you can always leave a comment in the comment section as I try to keep it as interactive as I can. Today, we want to look at a situation in racetrack in Clarendon, where it's a scene of a double murder. And we're reading from the Jamaica Observer. And it says, investigators from the Clarendon Police Division are still trying to establish a motive for a double murder in the parish last night. The deceased have been identified as 44-year-old Vincent Simpson, otherwise called Barley, Branford or Spanglers, a shop operator of Pennant Wood, and Josiah Linton, otherwise called Wacky, of Church Lane in Racecourse in Clarendon. According to the police, sometime around 9 p.m., residents heard explosion and summoned officers who, upon arrival, saw two men who appeared to have gunshot wounds at a shop. They were transported to the Maypen Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. And this is the second double murder in racetrack community in less than a month. In January, 55-year-old Karine Walters, otherwise called Paula, and her common-law spouse, who was only identified as Jermaine, were murdered in their home in late January. The investigation into that is still ongoing. Now, we have seen some upsurge in the Clarendon area. We have seen where a man was murdered and his body set ablaze in Clarendon. We see where houses have been firebombed, and a lot of things been happening in Clarendon, slowly heading back up the charts in terms of murder and criminal activities. Now, this man, 44-year-old, and the other guy, which is Josiah Linton and Vincent Simpson, both seem to be big enough men. What could they have done to cause this upon themselves? And why are these gangsters going around taking out people's lives? And we hope that the police in Clarendon will get onto this situation as quickly as possible, because, as I said, Clarendon and Rocky Point, those areas seems to be having an upsurge in incidents as of late. Houses have been firebombed, and see now we have persons being killed. And as they said, this is a second double murder in a month, in less than a month, in this area. So clearly there's been an ongoing feud going on, or there is clearly some criminal element inside that area who is deciding to take out law-abiding citizens. However, this cannot be, getting out these criminals cannot just be the work of the police only. Persons like law-abiding residents have to find someone who they can confide in and tell the police what they know. Because if they continue like this, sooner or later, all these persons will have to run away from the community based on what happened. Some years ago, if persons can drag their memory back, there was an incident in Gravel Heights in St. Catherine, Spanish Town, where persons were abandoning their home because of violence. There's no way Jamaica should resort to this situation where persons have to leave their house that they have toiled so hard to work and build. And these criminals, most of them young boys, going around and executing law-abiding citizens or people they have a feud with. Now, even yesterday, I did a story about the bedbug gang. Now, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, these are the persons that are leading gangs, and these are the persons that are taking persons' lives. They don't even understand how hard it is to work to build a property or to build a house and or even to invest. So it takes them nothing at all to destroy people's lives and property. But As I said, I hope the police, I know the police is working the ground. I hope they'll get the relevant persons involved. I hope they'll get the information, and we hope persons will come forward and give the police information as they try to see what's the real source behind this situation. We have also seen where the member of parliament for that area have said that he's going to try and find ways or money to put up closed circuit television in the area. But I think that's not just only for Rocky Point or race course. That should be all across Jamaica, because it's a good way of trying to track and find perpetrators of law and order, whether it be criminality, breaking stoplight, or road traffic problems. The closed camera television is a part of the solution going forward. But let me know what you think in the comment section as we move on to another topic. The other topic we want to look at is the situation that occurred on Valentine's Day, where the 38-year-old coach of Calabar, Nicholas Newville, a 19-year-old student of the University of Technology, her name is Rahima Stewart, was killed across the road from NCB. And based on what the Gleaner is saying today, and I read, the police are yet to make a breakthrough into Sunday night's murder of Calabar's jump coach Nicholas Newville and University of Technology Jamaica student Rahima Stewart, whose bodies were found in an open lot in Portmore on Monday morning. The bodies of 38-year-old Newville and 19-year-old Stewart were found at about 5:30 by passerby. But based on what the police is saying, St. Catherine South Police Division Superintendent Clive Bear is that they have come across nothing major yet, right? No new information have been uncovered, but he's saying that the police is actively pursuing the matter and examining every possible angle. The Gleaner also stated that Blair says they are trying to get closed circuit television footage from nearby businesses establishment that are close by. Those footages are being reviewed, and the police theorized that Newville and Stewart were shot dead on Sunday, Valentine's Day. Stewart, who was pursuing an undergrad business degree, was last seen alive on Sunday. And in previous interview, the father, Stanford Edwards, said that the family was confused as he didn't know why anyone would want to harm her. But at one point, I can remember he was saying she was not Newville's girlfriend. Another social media I was reading where the mother said she was Newville's girlfriend. So I don't know what the information is out there, but as I said previously, I have read that the father, Stanford Edwards, says they were just friends. But I read also where the mother and the sister of the deceased girl, Rahima Edwards, was saying that Newville was her boyfriend and they've been dating over 1 year now. Well, whether it's his girlfriend or not, at the end of the day, if they decided to get involved in a relationship, that's not my business, because she's 19 years old. Technically, she's a big person who's capable of making her decisions. And Edwards was in charge of her father's business, Stanford and Earl Juice Garden on Red Hills Road. So that's close by Calabar, based on if you know the area. And the police are actively searching for clues into this double murder that rocked the sporting community, based on the fact that Nicholas Newville was well known right across especially across the athletic field. Persons who were very involved in athletics knew him. Even Minister Babsy Grange also send her condolences to his family. Persons were also taking issue with the fact that most persons were talking about the death of Newville. But as I have said in previous video, they will talk more about Newville because Newville was well known. Rahima Edwards was not really known by a lot of persons, but her life is valuable just as Newville's life is valuable. But we hope the police in Portmore can crack this case because persons are waiting with bated breath to hear what transpired, what could have caused this tragedy on Valentine's Day. And, you know, it really rocked the sporting community. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe. Look out for the children. Look out for a neighbor. Look out for a loved one. And most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.